Hey everybody, my name is Daniel, and I'm with the MOSAIC team. We're going to walk through the multi-orchestrated system for airline intelligence and coordination. On my team, we have Ariel, Eugene, Linda, myself, Ish, and Deb. So we're going to walk through our challenge and solution and our methodology, so how we got to the demo that we'll show you, and then we'll walk through our roadmap for the future and how we're going to handle considerations of responsible AI.
Great. So let me take us through a scenario to explain our challenge. This is based off a true story. I was booking a round trip from Chicago to Sicily, and I saw that the prices between Sunday and Monday were $1,000. So I called a United agent and asked why the pricing was so different, and they responded it was our pricing algorithm. I was dissatisfied and unfortunately booked with another airline. So this problem underscores a key opportunity, which is to enhance our internal demand forecasting with external data powered by an agentic framework. We find that this will lead to a 4.5% increase in customer satisfaction, an increase in 2.8% in fleet utilization, and a 1.2% revenue per available seat mile increase as well. Now, we will do this using MOSAIC, or an AI-powered analytics dashboard, that would integrate and visualize key external signals such as weather, news, and social media trends to explain past demand and predict future demand. This would integrate directly with United's internal systems. With that, I will pass it over to Linda for a methodology.
Sure, for our dashboard to provide more information, we need a comprehensive set of data sources. So, of course, we have things like Ticketmaster, which helps pull big events such as concerts, sporting events that might affect demand for flights. We have aviation weather, flight data from two different APIs, as well as Google News and the IMF for economic indicators. We also have two fetch server that helps us better incorporate that data we get from the web. Now, my colleague Yijing will talk about what we do with these data.
Thanks, Linda. So we have structured and non-structured data. For structured data, we use API to call historical weather, flight price analytics, and including future data, including IMF economic data, weather data, flight offer data, Ticketmaster events. For unstructured data, we use API to retrieve Google News, and we store the historical data into static database and access it via an MCP server. For future and unstructured data, we let MCP server retrieve them in a real-time way. Over to Daniel.
Thanks, Eugene. So a little bit of our technical framework is that we have agent-to-agent communication using Google's ADK and A2A framework. We also have React-based adaptable and responsive UI. One of our agents is based off a line graph and able to use the natural language to SQL querying. Finally, we have RAG for information retrieval from static databases, and tying it all together is some MCP servers to query external databases.
Thanks for that, Daniel. I'm just going to briefly go over our architecture framework. We have a front end which connects to our host agent, which is the orchestrator agent. And then the agent here can discover other agents via card discovery via Google A2A. It can also delegate tasks to specific agents. One thing I would like to note that's pretty important here is that our Google News agent also has its own orchestrator and the ability to discover the economic indicator agent. So it shows agent-to-agent communication within this framework.
Thank you, Vish. Well, now I'll go over the roadmap. We already have a working MVP model, so we'll move on to working on a stable prototype and integrate this with United Systems, and then move it on for beta test, production beta testing, and then finally we'll move it into production. So some of the responsible AI considerations we identified that there could be flawed architecture, data bias, or privacy concerns when using these agents. And so we've listed some mitigation strategies here, but for the sake of time, we'll go over it. And that was all. Thank you for listening, and we'll take any questions you have.